A former WWE star is teasing a major AEW Dynamite debut for this week. We're going to talk about that plus so much more, and it's all coming up right here on the Ango Show.
Yes.
Now, just this past weekend, we saw Goldberg was on ESPN College Game Day, and of course, this got everybody talking because he did in fact confirm that his retirement is taking place in 2025. He also did not confirm when this was actually going to be taking place, but it is very interesting to note that Dave Meltzer has now already talked about this, stating that the potential Goldberg vs. Gunther match is not currently being planned for the WWE Royal Rumble 2025. Now, you have to wonder if WWE is going to be doing something big here because WrestleMania, obviously in Las Vegas, there is a lot of opportunity for WWE to have a high-profile match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Goldberg being a legend could make a lot of sense. Now, there has been a lot of people who have been talking about this, and a lot of people seem to think that Gunther should not verse Goldberg because they are under the belief that Goldberg will be the one getting over on this match. Now, obviously, we don't know ahead of time if Goldberg would be expected to win this match, but I think we could all agree that it would be absolutely catastrophic if WWE were to have Goldberg go over. And I think this is one of the biggest issues that WWE has. There still has a little bit of that Vince McMahon stinking up the place. A lot of people think that Triple H is going to do essentially what Vince McMahon did, and that is incredibly dumb if that were to happen. Triple H so far has not done this thing where legends are going over up-and-coming stars, and I can't imagine Triple H doing that now for Gunther, but you do have to wonder if that is something that Triple H would do to satisfy Goldberg. Now, let's keep in mind, Goldberg has been very, very outspoken about his situation when it comes to retirement. Vince McMahon told him he was going to get a retirement match. That never happened. Then there was some random rumors that maybe he was going to AEW, and that didn't happen either. So Goldberg was very outspoken about it. Looks like Triple H is all about mending that relationship with Goldberg. But Triple H, please do us all a favor. Do not allow Goldberg to go over Gunther. I think that would be absolutely catastrophic, and it would really send a terrible message to the rest of your roster if they were ever chosen for a big match such as that. And one final thing that I absolutely just want to mention here, last time we spoke about the Goldberg rumors, it was rumored that WWE would have potentially 1 to 3 final matches for Goldberg. That way he could complete his entire career. And, well, listen, I just want to make it very clear. Goldberg versus Gunther, completely fine. Goldberg versus Braun Breaker, completely fine. Goldberg versus anybody else in the company, completely fine. If you want to give Goldberg 2 or 3 final matches, go ahead and absolutely do it. But there is no reason why Triple H should be booking a legend like Goldberg to go over up-and-coming stars. Braun Breaker and Gunther could totally benefit from going over Goldberg, and that's the way I would do it. All right, guys, let's shift gears into the next big story of this video, and trust me when I tell you, this is big. So obviously WWE has this deal with Netflix, and now Fightful Select has reported that they were told Netflix had mentioned CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes as the names on the men's roster that they are hoping to feature on WWE Raw on Netflix. Those in WWE came back and noted that the rosters aren't decided as of yet. We know that Raw on Netflix is going to be treated as a big deal. The WWE contract with Netflix is a big one, and obviously WWE is going to want to make Netflix very happy. But this is where things get interesting, and I think we're going to see a major change in the WWE, which could be somewhat problematic. Now, keep in mind, with Raw going to Netflix, we know that Travis Scott is somebody that might be on the show. We know that tons of other celebrities are expected to be there at the Intuit Dome. We know that WWE is going all in on this show. I'm expecting full chaos. But when it comes to the rosters, and yes, they are going to have to make Netflix happy, we cannot forget about WWE also having to make USA Network happy and the CW. Now that WWE has 3 different television partners, they have 3 different television partners to make happy, and this is where it could get a little chaotic. And I actually think in order for WWE to make everybody happy, I fully expect WWE to go very, very lenient on the brand split moving forward. I don't know if WWE is going to entirely decimate the idea of doing a brand split, especially because television has been so good with Adam Pearce as the GM for Raw and Nick Aldis as the GM for SmackDown. But I could see a scenario where WWE will basically have the roster floating between both shows. And I think WWE could actually pull this off if they just simply integrate storylines together. Just as we've seen with Jey Uso and the Bloodline, we're making a lot of sense of this transition by having Jey Uso appear on SmackDown and the Bloodline appearing on Raw. WWE has aired segments where the general managers have approved things like this in the past. So I think WWE is going to become very lenient on the brand split and may even get rid of the brand split altogether. Now, I do want to point this out because this is also a very big deal. If WWE gets rid of the brand split, Triple H is going to have to book the shows a lot better. And quite frankly, I don't think the shows will get better without the brand split. I have been very adamant my entire career on YouTube that brand splits are best for business, so you shouldn't expect me to change my mind at this point in time, but I do want to make it very clear, I do expect WWE to become very lenient with that brand split, and I could see a situation where they do get rid of it altogether, and I don't think that would be great. I think what is best for the fans ultimately leads to what is best for the networks, but if you're trying to make the networks happier, you might be pissing off your fans at the same time. And I know we have seen that in the past. For example, SmackDown 2019. All right, and that brings us to the main event of this video. A former WWE star is teasing his AEW debut, and he's doing it on social media. Let's take a look at the tweet. Donovan Dijak comes out and says, "Hi, King Ricochet. This is Donovan Dijak. Last time you saw me, I was T-Bar. Sorry about the retribution stuff. Anyways, I live about 26 minutes away from this arena, so if you guys want to save on travel costs or whatever, then I could definitely be your mystery partner. I'd probably just drive my own car there, and the gas would only be like $9 or whatever, so no big deal. It is a Wednesday, though, so my kids go to bed at 7 p.m., and Daddy usually tucks them in, but like I said, 26-minute drive, so really shouldn't be an issue unless we are the opener. Probably shouldn't be the opener, though, because, right, you're a big star. And the other guys are big stars, and I'm a pretty big star, too. Plus, it's like a surprise debut and a hometown pop and stuff, so that would be pretty exciting. Maybe it should just be the main event instead. I don't know, just spitballing. So anyways, if you think that's a cool idea, shoot me a text. We've texted before, so you have my number, or DM, or whatever, both are fine. If not, no worries. I know it's a little bit of a short notice. Maybe you have already seen someone else in mind. I'm kind of sore anyways because I've been wrestling quite a bit lately, so the extra rest won't kill me. Haha. But yeah, either way, let me know. Hope all is well. Good luck in your tag team match. Now, I just have a couple quick thoughts. I always admire when wrestlers use social media to try to create some interest and some buzz, and Dijak is always good at getting people talking on the apps. Now, with that being said, I've been wondering why Dijak hasn't showed up in AEW for a while. I feel like this guy can do it all. He should definitely be on TV. So it just seems like a big opportunity for him to show up. Being Ricochet's partner could be a really good thing, but you have to wonder what is AEW's plan here, and hopefully AEW has some long-term plans in place. I like Ricochet. There's a lot of great things about Ricochet's skill. We know that he's going to be wrestling at Wrestle Dream in the Tokyo Dome in 2025. So hey, maybe this is a great way to bring in Dijak. Ultimately, AEW has a sick roster, so if Dijak isn't coming in, I know they have something else lined up. You have to wonder if Ricochet and Will Ospreay will in fact be teaming up. But hey, love the efforts by Dijak. Can't wait to see what comes out of this, and for sure, this should be a wonderful match. All right, my friends, and that is all for today's video. I just want to say thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm going to keep bringing you guys wrestling news and opinions and reviews, and your subscription would mean absolutely the world to me. If you guys missed my previous video, it's going to be somewhere up here on the screen, so make sure you guys check it out today.